I am so tired of the incompetence of the United States Postal Service. In 2020, around the time that the pandemic struck, I became a carrier. And for a few months, until the depths of summer, I continued to deliver mail on behalf of various communities. I saw certain things that I didn't like. I experienced things that I didn't like. But although they are important, they're not germane to this message. So my daughter got a job at the town where she's going to university, and she asked me to send her birth certificate. Apparently, for whatever reason, even though she decided she was going to move there permanently, she did not remember to take all of her important documents. And so I found them, and I sent all of them in one package. I went to the local post office where we had been living, since I had to go in that direction anyways. And while I was there, I was dealing with a man who I actually worked with in 2020. I'm not going to say his name, but it starts with a J. You're on my list, J. And maybe he forgot my name, but still, it doesn't matter. Here's why. It was a priority mail message or package, so it was theoretically going to arrive in 3 days. So the expected date of arrival was the 8th. This is the 10th. So I asked my daughter a little while ago today if she had received the package, and she said that she had not. So I checked. I found my receipt. I checked the tracking number. It actually said the message in the tracking information said that it had been picked up yesterday morning from the post office in the town that she's in by someone, but it wasn't my daughter. So naturally, I'm freaking out because it doesn't just have her birth certificate. It has other very, very important documents that will be very hard to replace. Probably more difficult to replace than her birth certificate because she was born overseas. And so I was very angry too, which I think is justifiable. Because not only has the post office mucked up with this, but they, for whatever reason, I'm not getting my mail. I've been in this apartment now since around the 28th, I believe it was. And I put in a change of address request on the 28th with the post office where I used to live. And I was also dealing with Jay for that. And I asked him, has the carrier gone out? And he said, I don't think so. I said, can you just check and see, and if he's got any of my mail, please give it to me. And he went and checked. He came back. He said there was no mail, but I haven't received mail. So a couple of days ago, I went back to the post office. I spoke to Jay again, and I said, what's going on with my mail? It's supposed to be 7 to 10 days, and here we are 2 weeks out. And I still am not getting mail, but I'm getting notifications through the USPS system that these things are being delivered to my home. And on top of that, on the 31st, which was the last day I had access to my mailbox, I was there after the carrier delivered mail. And mail came to that mailbox. He just kind of glossed over that, even though I told him that more than once. And he said the fact that no mail is coming to is a good sign, which I fail to comprehend. Now, he's been a clerk for several years now, Um, but I don't understand how me not getting mail is a good sign, because mail was received at my old address on the 31st, 3 days after I had posted a change of address, and somehow this is supposed to be good. So that means, most likely, he's wrong, and there is mail in my old mailbox. Not to mention the fact that he showed me the printout from the system, which shows that my mail will not start to be given to me until the 24th of this month, and it's now the 10th. Some of that is official documents and stuff. So, two things. Anyways, getting back to my daughter's package. So it said somebody had picked it up. Now here's the thing. That was an insured document sent priority mail. So one of two things would have happened. It would have been either delivered to the front desk, or they would have delivered a notification and she would have to go to the post office to pick it up. Now, it's been 4 years since I worked for them, so maybe some of the processes have changed. I don't know. I know that some things have changed. I know that they are totally in love with junk mail. They don't even call it junk mail because it's paying the bills. And even though they are delivering mail that is not just spam but fraudulent, they're still in love with that junk mail because it pays the bills. So I asked my daughter, call the front desk. She's young and inexperienced, so she didn't make any headway. So I said, give me the number, and I called. Because I couldn't call the post office. It's too late in the day. She already tried. I knew it was too late. She tried. It's too late. And she's too young to know what to do. Even though she's in university, she's still too young. So, and all of my life, starting when I was in middle school, sending pen pal letters to a person that I've been connected with through my French class, and then the post office lost the last letter, so the chain was broken very quickly. And all throughout my life, the post office has lost my mail. Not often, but several times. So I'm thinking again, and this time it's the most important thing that probably I've ever sent. Can you imagine how that would feel? So I wanted to call up and yell at Jay, but of course, done for the day. And I will be filing complaints with both postmasters. And here's why. It says that the package was picked up at the post office. This is impossible. If the package had been picked up at the post office, they wouldn't have given it to my daughter because she would have been the person picking it up. She wasn't. And as it turns out, the package was delivered to the university. So now I know where it is. So my stress is gone. Now I'm just angry. Here's the worst part. Jay, when he received the package from me and took my payment, did not put my name on the package, did not put my address on the package, did not put my daughter's name on the package, did not put my daughter's room number on the package, nor, in fact, did he ask for any of those things. Strangely enough, however, I did give him the room number. And I'm pretty sure I told him my daughter's name. And he never asked for my information, which is, as far as I know, you're supposed to ask for that information when you're going to receive a package that's going to be sent out. He never requested that information at all. So, no return address, no name or room number to deliver it to, it would have ended up being marked UTF, unable to forward. It would have ended up in the dead mail because they wouldn't have known what to do with it. So my daughter's extremely important life documents and some lesser documents would have been lost because of the sheer neglect and incompetence of Jay. And let's not forget that Stevens Point marked it as having been picked up by somebody at the post office. Now, I will be investigating this further. But the USPS needs to clean up its act. All through my life, I've heard about people who work for the post office and steal mail and hoard it at home, or they rob the mail. They take packages home and take the contents, and so on and so forth. This is, out of all of the situations I've had with bad experiences with the post office, this is by far the worst, bar none. And, I just have to wonder, since Trump installed the Postmaster General, who is a businessman and has no experience with the post office, in that position, why is it that the post office, the Postal Service, is still so incompetent that I get fraudulent messages, I get spam, which, they don't care about the spam, but the fraud. And I have previously reported the fraud. A couple of years ago, I went and spoke to Jay, and I gave him an example, and I said I wanted to investigate it. And I've never heard anything from the inspectors, the mail inspectors, because the post office has its own police force. I've even met one of them. Very nice guy. The amazing amount of incompetence, the disregard that clerks have for your packages, even when they're marked fragile. I've seen them throw packages marked fragile from 20 feet away into a cart. I've also seen abuse of packages by other companies like FedEx, DHL, UPS. It's not unique to the post office, but it's not acceptable. Anyways, thanks for watching. And if anybody knows anybody high up in the Postal Service, pass this on. Have a great day.